It's Madden NFL 23.
And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Bears and the Niners on Sunday Night Primetime.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. They'll fake the handoff, now Fields. The throw for Claypool is intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the 49ers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he returns this to the 22. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. Well, partner, not exactly the way they drew up the start of this one, but a chance to redeem themselves and hit the reset button here on their second possession.
And I do like that word that you just used.
Fields hit and the ball is loose. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Holding, defense.
So now, I think even our referee is confused. The defense accepted the holding penalty, but they just got the ball on the fumble recovery, so that will be negated. That's a tough one to comprehend. A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Now on 2nd and 16, Fields. Now the ball comes loose. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Toss left to Montgomery. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That good for 22 and a first down.
When you see a big-time run to the outside, it always comes back to setting the edge, doesn't it? Absolutely.
The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Fields. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
The kick by Gold is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3-and-out, there could be enough time on the clock that they can get the ball back for their offensive guys and maybe put some more points on the board before the half.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They're marking down officially at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On play action, it's Kaepernick. And he will find his man, Samuel. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Kaepernick now on 1st down. He'll take a shot for Davis to the end zone. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A great play there. 48 yards. And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Chicago offense set to get started. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Here's Fields. Fields hit and the ball is loose. And the offense will cover this one up, but they'll be pushed back inside their own 10. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about...
The throw for Claypool is intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded right around the 8. That pick 6 just a moment ago. Things went from bad to worse. Look up at the scoreboard now. Not looking good here. We'll see if they can put something together on this drive. 1st and 10. Pick 6 last drive. Here's Fields again. That's caught by Montgomery. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off by Jason Verrett and into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. This defense, 3 interceptions now. And Charles, obviously that one for the pick 6. That gives them a 3-possession lead, and they are really in the driver's seat.
Makes you imagine what that lead could become with another half of football left to play, because the way they're getting after it, partner, 30 points, 40 points, even 50 points, that type of a lead, not out of the question. And neither is another pick 6.
Fielded right around the 8. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. But the Bears going to take over now late in this first half. Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Taken in at the 3. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And now off to the races, down the right side, past the 20. He will score. Touchdown, 49ers. Well, they're just having fun. I mean, they are clicking on every single cylinder, offense, defense, and here, special teams.
And how about the extension of the lead? This one felt a lot like, you remember Seattle-Denver Super Bowl 48? Percy Harvin to start the second half. Seattle was already firmly in control. Now, they feel like they can't be caught.
Yeah, they are firmly in control right now. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
They find some open field here. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Just a spectacular run by the always dynamic Justin Fields. And the Bears get a bit closer. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that will cut this lead down to 25. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. Room to run at the 50. The 30. 10. 5. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, 49ers.
Again, I get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games in a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Throwing on third down, Fields. Buying time to his left. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now first down throw, Fields. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. 2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. Here's Fields. Right side, Claypool's got it. He's got room at the 30. 20! And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter. Back now here in Santa Clara. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and run the option left side. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Fields going to keep it once more. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Now it's Fields. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score a touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap 1.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
14 yards in a Chicago 1st down. From the 50, here's Fields. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To the air again, Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line.